After nearly 50 years of marriage, her husband began to massage her. When couples have been married for many years, it's not uncommon for some of the magic and the passion to go away. Many couples get comfortable with each other and they get stuck in their day-to-day routine and they don't take time for romance. For some couples, this becomes an issue and they end up in marriage, counseling, or even divorce. This story is a bit sad, but it's also kind of on the funny side as well. After nearly 50 years of marriage, the couple was lying in bed one evening when the wife felt her husband begin to massage her. Before we get to the story, we'd like to have your messaging magic fingers click that like button to let people know that you're a fan of Facts First. And be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. It had been a long time since the husband and wife had been intimate, but one night they were lying in bed the way they always did. At night the wife was starting to fall asleep when her husband began to massage her in a way that he hadn't in a very long time. She quickly woke up and she was happy her husband was wanting to be intimate again. He started by tickling her neck and then he moved down to the small of her back. When he started to massage her shoulders the way that he did when they were younger, she felt like she was in her 20s again. He stayed there for just a second and he moved down to her stomach. Soon he moved down to her inner arm and worked his way past her side. She couldn't believe that her husband was being frisky and she wasn't complaining in the slightest. She enjoyed the fact that they were acting like they did when they were young. When he got to her right side, he stopped and then he was silent. His wife was wondering why he stopped all of a sudden. Things were just about to heat up when her husband stopped touching her. Finally, she came out and asked him what was going on. She said, "Honey, that was wonderful. Why'd you stop?" She wasn't sure what happened, her husband told her. "I stopped because I found the remote." Suddenly, it hit her. He wasn't trying to be romantic, he wasn't trying to be intimate, and he certainly wasn't trying to act the way he did when they first got married. He just wanted the TV remote so he could change the channel, and he didn't want to bother his wife while she was sleeping. The wife didn't know what to say at that point. She was so angry that her husband made her think that he wanted to be into it for the first time in a long time. She was angry that he cared more about changing the channel during the commercials than he did about being intimate with his wife of 50 years. She wasn't so upset when things never got romantic in all those years, but when she thought that he was being intimate, she realized how much she missed it. At this point, she didn't know what to do. The story is kind of funny because this could totally happen, is the perfect stereotype of the older married couple. The man cares more about the television than anything else, and the woman's just dying to get a bit of love and affection. The woman in the story may not have thought the story was funny, but when it went viral on Facebook, it received thousands of comments. A few of the comments include "Dawn got her already and stuff," another commented. "And you wonder why after 50 years the wife murders the husband or takes a cruise and doesn't come back such an a-hole." Someone else said, "LOL, just like a man's mind." Well, this story may have been a horrible experience for the wife, but it sure was a bit of comic relief for everybody who read the story. There's no word as to whether this story is actually true, if it really happened or not. You can only hope. The woman Sake. That this was a joke, not reality. It's exactly the type of thing that could land a couple in marriage counseling, or worse. If the story and the woman are true, maybe she ought to think about leaving him for a little while. Take a senior singles cruise, see what else is out there, whether the woman and the story are real or not. It is quite entertaining. Subscribe for more.